Hey, what's up, my darling MVPs? How are you all doing? Your favorite analyst is back again like she never left. Welcome back to Sale with Miciously Me, where you get the gist as it do waiting, as it hurt. Of course, you know there's no sleeping on the bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do what? You lose. Are you here to subscribe to this channel? Or are you sitting on a fat long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist as it hurts? So, guys, you all know Tuesdays are diary session. Meanwhile, let me tell you for free, the housemates will be having their Guinness tax later today. And of course, we all know Guinness tax used to be interesting too. Meanwhile, the diary session is still on and some of your faves are still spilling in the diary room. And it is right for me to tell you guys what they are saying so that you will be hearing what your faves are saying, you know, about some certain housemates. Not be when Mimi go talk something, you people will say, oh, my fave never said this, or no, my fave never said that. You get the point. Anyways, before we continue, some of the things that is happening on the social space right now is that they are actually making mockery of Mercy AK. Why is that? Because ever since Mercy AK indulged herself with this Mercy Ike triangle, you know, people are like, oh, Mercy AK does not have anything to make herself trend in the house for content, you know, that it is just CeCe, you know, she has for content. You understand that she doesn't have any talent or anything. So Mercy today having a conversation with, I think, Omashola and Mark Money in the dressing room, and she said, oh, me, I don't get talent too, I don't get physical talent too, but you understand, she was trying to say that she doesn't have like any talent of singing or dancing, but that she's actually has the brain for making money. Then people started saying, all right, come and see your favor. She has said it by herself. When we were telling you guys that she doesn't have any talent or any content, all she has to do is to involve man in the picture to get a content. You know, people started using it on the social space. Last, all of us go do all right for this BB street though. And also still talking about content, Ike in the kitchen was Ike and CeCe, before Biggie called CeCe for a diary session, you know, was having a convo, and Ike was telling CeCe that a year outside of the house that he never spoke with Mercy. And it is so funny to see that coming into this house, Mercy is actually finding ish of him being close to someone else. That even when he got to the house, it took him like 2 weeks to say hi properly to Mercy AK. That even Mercy had to tell him that later on today that I saw where you slept. I saw you on CeCe's bed. I saw where you slept today. And it is game on for me and you. You know, when Ike said that and CeCe was like, whoa, I beg, it is obvious that you people are trying to use me for content. You understand? It's obvious that she want to use me for her content. That's what she need. But me, I am not cutting for that crap. You understand? Before Biggie called her for diary session. But we'll discuss about CeCe diary session. It's actually quite interesting. Okay, and that will be the last diary session I'll be discussing on this particular video. Meanwhile, let's start with Adekunle. So, Bad Boy Dex in his diary session was like saying about some things. He's always going in speaking in parables, you know, oftentimes in the diary room, and Biggie would always ask him to come out clear. And he was saying some things about things happening in the house that he never see coming, and it's so surprising that he's in the house but does not see this thing coming. But for some reason he prefers not hearing some gist for his for his own peace of mind, so as not to indulge in some things he will get to regret later. So Biggie was like, okay, waiting this up. Why did you say this? He was like, okay, that when Doyin won the HOH, you know, it was so surprising that Doyin did not pick Ilebaye for BFF. And that Ilebaye is the only housemate who has not gone upstairs for this BFF thingy. So he was thinking, oh, surely for Doyin to have win this, you know, that then it means that Ilebaye would be up. Not until Doyin choose her BFFs and did not choose Ilebaye, that he was surprised. Not for the housemate to come and start telling him that Doyin and Ilebaye had ish. They've not been speaking, they've not been talking, they are no longer friends. And it was like, wow, woo. So I mean, this house, all this one have been happening. And the last time I checked, Doyin carried Ilebaye for head like gala. You know, Doyin even fought with Venita because of Ilebaye, you know, and all of that. But now I was so surprised they've gotten to this stage, you know. So he was like, he did not ask more because he don't want to involve in it. So he just, you know, kept mute. And he said also for his ability to settle Venita and Sheyi, that Venita and Sheyi are quite close pals, but they had their rift. So he settled them without even causing any issue, without balancing it, without being on anybody's side. That it was something that is good to know that he was able to, do something like that. So right now in Biggie's house, that he's more focusing on his family. We who know their family in Avenita them now. So that he's focusing more on his family. Even when he left the diary, Big Brother was like, say hi to your family to me. And he went outside and was telling Sheyi, Biggie said I should say hi. So on his nominations, Biggie asked him, okay, let me say this about the HOH. Biggie asked him, what do you think about your HOH? He was like, so far, I think what she's doing right now is what me I would do if I was the HOH, because I would allow the people do whatever they want to do. We are all adults, okay? So people feeling laid back, I would just relax and watch them do whatever they want to do. So far, she is doing great, because that is what me too I would do, So he was like, about his choice of housemates for nomination, he said he chose White Money and Angel, and then Prince, So he said White Money because of that White Money is a winner, and then from the onset he was never happy that the winners are partaking with them, because he feels the winners knows a certain ways of how to follow this show so as to even win again. You understand that he's quite an intelligent guy, and and he see White Money as a smart, intelligent guy, and then already once a winner. So he was like, there is no room for this. Then for Angel, that he once said in his diary session to Biggie that he does not know if he can call Angel a friend, not until Buchanan prove him right when Angel called him that boy toy, whatever. So that was when he now knew, okay, fine, that means this person is not somebody I can, call a friend, But for Prince is also smart and intelligent, nothing really that deep, you understand. But for White Money and Angel, for White Money most especially, it's quite, strategic that he feel he's, a winner and has his way over winning this game yet again. But Biggie asked him, White Money is not the only winner in the house, so why did you not, nominate the other? He was like, Biggie, now turn by turn, like next week, Mercy to go collect, you understand, that Mercy is going to nominate Mercy next week, and the upper week he's nominating the two of them, so that's how he has planned it. Me, I keep on asking you people, what has White Money done to Adekunle? Because it's to me, it's past more than it's beyond being a winner or something, or being intelligent and smart. I think there is something there, but it is what it is, right? At least he gave a good reason why he did his nominations. Ike Tupac on his diary session actually spoke about the triangle happening between Mercy, CeCe, and himself. He was like telling Biggie, I beg you, if you're seeing anything like sheep in between me, CeCe, and Mercy, everything that is happening, please, there is nothing like that. I did not come to this house to do anything sheep. I am here to win that money, not for sheep, okay? That he doesn't know that he's always attracted to women that are domineering, that Mercy, now CeCe, that this one go drum this side, this one go drum this side, that I was having ish earlier on with Mercy, but they have sorted it out right now, that they are cool. You understand that this person does not want him to be with this person. He was just, explaining himself. And Biggie asked him, okay, so what is your gain for having friendship? He was like, Biggie, no gain, because what they do is drag me here, this one would drag me here. But I think I enjoy the company I get from, the friendship I have. You understand that? If you notice one thing, you notice that if there is nothing else that is sweetening Ike in the house, he's so happy that he has gotten CeCe on his own side, because CeCe is a tough person already. So for that person to be close to him, he finds it very okay with him. He doesn't mind even CeCe will control him anyhow. He doesn't really care, So on his nominee, and he said something about being going to the other person this week, that he has turned to Dark Ike this week, because he has noticed that even if he is saved this week, next week they will still nominate him. You understand? Next 2 weeks, they'll still nominate him. So it's better he should be the bad person, and he will know that, yes, he is doing him. That's actually asking to be a good person, and yet they will still, nominate him, because there are some people in his list, like Neo. He said Neo has been giving him attitude, because ever since Tolani Badge left, that he does not know if he's the one that sent Tolani Badge home. And he said Angel, that Angel has been this person that he has seen that, that is all over, that they are not cool with each other. They know if they look at each other, they know that, oh, we are not cool with each other, but yet they look at each other's face and talk to each other and smile, so that she's very sure if there's one person, he's very sure that if there's one person who, nominated him in this diary room, that Angel is among that one person. You understand? So their own is they understand themselves in that level. Then he said another person he nominated was Ilebaye. And he said it's not for any reason, or that he does not have any rift with Ilebaye, that the reason why he nominated Ilebaye, that he feels that Ilebaye is an underdog, that this girl is close to even winning this money, that he feels that Ilebaye is a strong contender and wouldn't want her to be a threat to him during the finale because him too wants the money. So now this is going back to the people who were saying Ike was doing whatever he was doing to Ilebaye so that Ilebaye would get pity vote so that Ilebaye would win over Mercy. Una don't hear I'm saying Ike won the money too. All right, let's talk about Lucy's diary session. I told you guys that Lucy is one housemate that I feel among the Biggie guests that is so excited to even leave Biggie's house. She doesn't really care. Even with the way I'm seeing it, it's just not be only her I go live on Sunday from Biggie guests to not just like among the housemates, because I don't know, she's so excited, because even when she came to the diary room, she was telling Biggie that she's so excited, at least that finally, she was like, oh, let me not say Biggie, because this house, there's no how you would want to control yourself. That Angel already make me, spew what I don't want to say. Angel just looked at me yesterday and was like, Lucy, are you a fake housemate? But Biggie, I wanted to burst out laughter, but I just tried to control myself, because if I had laughed, she would have, noticed that maybe she's saying the truth. So Biggie, I am happy that I'm trying to control myself, not letting anybody know that I am not a real housemate until I will leave the house. Everywhere is cool, not having issue with anybody, not having any problem with anybody until I will leave the house, And so Biggie asked her about the nominated housemate. He was like, oh, that it was so surprising to see Adekunle. Oh, but Adekunle is somebody that is fun, and you understand that he's so surprised. He was like, okay, since he's fun, people might see him as a threat because a fun person might win the game, so that he was like, oh, and seeing Angel there too, that he was like, oh, Angel, because she too mentioned Angel when Biggie asked that if she would, nominate people for possible eviction. She said she would nominate the pair, the Somgel pair. So she was so surprised that the name that I mentioned, were the people that were up. And it was like Sheyi is always this close, but yet he has been coming up, that is so surprising, that he was thinking Sheyi has friends, blah blah blah, in the house. And it was so surprising to see Sheyi is also up again, because people have choose Sheyi most for BFF. That if they have chosen him most for BFF, that means that he has people that like him. So how come people are still, nominating him just like that, So he was not telling Biggie that Sheyi has appeared more on nominations. And Biggie was like, no, this is the first nomination Sheyi is appearing alone, because all housemates has been up all through. And she was like, oh, Biggie, it is true, So she was like, that the nomination that they now asked, okay, Biggie now asked him about the housemate that left. She was like, for Tolani Badge, that she does not feel anything, because she know that she will soon go outside and see Tolani Badge. I'm like, oh, Lucy, this outside they really hungry you. And she was like, for this guy, for Fraud, that she's not really close with Fraud, but it may seem as though Fraud has higher cliques, like higher friends from the outside inside the house, and because everybody missed his presence more than Tolani Badge. You understand? It was new the other time talking about how much he missed, Tolani Badge, but he has heard various housemates talk about Fraud in one way or the other, never expecting that he would go. You understand? So that everybody, that he has friends, people who are, there. Like White Money also spoke of Fraud this other time. So he feel like Fraud absence was felt, and they are still feeling it in the house because of the higher percentage of friends he has in the house. Now let's talk about King of the Spartans, CeCe. CeCe in her diary session, she came in and told Biggie she is fine, she's doing great, and all of that. And then Biggie, she was like, earlier on, she was feeling quite irritated, she was not happy, and she cried and all of that. I just told you guys in the morning now. That was my first video. I told you guys CeCe cried, So me, I'm always bringing the gist as it hurts. Yeah. So Biggie was like, okay, what irritated you earlier? She started that she does not know if she's not quite deserving to have friends in the house. That in any which way she tried to make friends, people will want to disrupt the friendship. You understand? And she doesn't know why the friends she has, that they only want to be at the receiving end, that they don't know how to dish out to receive the same thing they give her. I'm like, wow, the same thing people are complaining about him, that she's the one that is always dishing out but would not know how to receive. I was really thinking for once Biggie would tell her a place where she's at fault, that to make her balance it well, to tell her to at least look at yourself, self-evaluate yourself and see what you're doing wrong, for everybody to have been shifting or taking a back step or something. But Biggie did not say that, maybe for his own reason, because I know Biggie knows how to put this housemate in check, so I don't know why he did not do that to CeCe. But it is what it is, though. So yeah, Biggie was she was like, she does not know why it's always like that. Biggie asked her to be more specific. She was like, she wanted to start from the beginning, starting from when she was more closer to Cross. You understand? And next thing, White Money tried to tell Cross to avoid her. But I was so surprised with how CeCe plays that, because the last time I heard that convo was that White Money and Cross were having that conversation. But at least CeCe said White Money was, telling Cross that to avoid her, and in a way that's, came in between their friendship, in as much as she later spoke with Cross, and then they said to Bolt that she does not know why. Now again, her and Ike, are now friends again. Pere has gone to tell Ike to avoid her. And I'm like, did Pere do that? Oh, because the last time I checked, all the conversation I've been seeing Doyin having with Ike, trying to sort the issue between Ike and Mercy, Pere was sitting there, Kimopra was sitting there, Pere no open his mouth. And please, if you have seen where Perez said something regarding this, please let me know. Perez did not say anything. Me, I'm always saying the truth. I know they mind the fave. The same Perez, some people have called me name because of Perez. They said I do not like Perez. Some people have called me name because of CeCe. But that does not mean when any of these people are right, I would not say it. That is my own. I would always stand in the place of truth. I did not see Perez telling Ike to avoid CeCe. It was Mercy who was saying she doesn't want to see Ike with CeCe because of Ike. CeCe is quite, not respectful. You understand? But according to what CeCe was telling Biggie, now Pere was the one that told Ike to avoid, her. That she did feel bullied last night, that she cried, but that she now told Ike that since they do not want me with you, I think you should just day your day, make her day my day. She was like, only for her to wake up this morning, she was like, no, she's not going to shrink for others to rise. You understand? That she's not going to give them the room to do that to her. That she's not going to forfeit her friendship for Ike for anybody, that she's not going to be the person who would leave that friendship. Anybody that is not cool with it, should deal with it. It's either the person will take a voluntary exit, or they just respect the boundaries that she had with, the friendship on Ike. You get? And then she said something about the pizza thingy that happened. On how Cross choose to follow his intuition, choose to follow Nash over his intuition, that Biggie brought the box of pizzas, and you understand that he knows that Biggie brought those box of pizza because of Cross, from his envelope, whatever. But that's at least Biggie brought 6 box because of he wanted Cross to, share with others. But meanwhile, that what got to him is for Cross to give Kimopra some box to keep upstairs and leaving the rest downstairs, as if it's just looking like you're giving them crumbs to eat. I'm like, CeCe, you are quite entitled though, because now Cross get pizza, so doesn't he have a right to even have a box for himself? Doesn't he have that right? So CeCe was like, she felt Cross would have brought all the whole box of pizza downstairs so that all of them would, share together. But this one, Kim just took some upstairs, and now, that she really felt heartbroken. I'm like, wow. If she was the one, would she want to keep a larger part for herself? Why does it look like Cross needs to bring everything down for everybody to share it equally? I don't understand. Like, I really feel it's quite unnecessary. I think the only problem with CeCe right here is that I think she feels jealous that Kimopra took her friendship from her. She likes Cross naturally. CeCe naturally likes Cross, and I think she's somebody that knows how to like somebody. So she said she felt bad about that. It was quite disheartening for her, and also Biggie should learn to address his housemate on them to stop blocking ways for one another when one is pissed or something. That Cross did that yesterday, that she pushed him, but she's quite, so that she regretted it. I'm like, oh Biggie, people are pushing, people are doing things, you will not call them and give them punishment or strike. You understand? There are certain aspects you know how to do that way. Angel did her own to Soma, throw her microphone. They did not show us that one. CeCe has done her own. They did not show us that one. But we know what happened with Soma's own. Biggie showed us, and yet Soma received, was it not strike because of that? So I don't understand how Biggie they do this one anymore. Anyway, she said that, okay, and then Biggie asked her about the housemates that are up. She was like, oh, the housemates that are up, that she was so surprised seeing Angel, most especially, that she feel the housemate nominated based on emotions, that she was thinking she's going to be up because she feels she's troublesome, but she was so surprised she's not up. I told you guys yesterday that I'm happy that she was not up. At least she will feel love, that at least she's not really a bad person like she think people will presume. You understand? Yeah, but she said Angel was the one that surprised her, because the last time she checked, she feel Angel is close to everyone in the house, that people likes her. Not until Angel started telling her that about Venita, thinking that there are some people in Venita clique who do not like her. And she mentioned Sheyi, Adekunle, Ike, and who again that would, and the Venita herself that would nominate her. And then she was like, and she feel it is right. What Angel say is true, So she was like, even her herself, she was like, Sheyi, the reason why she nominated Sheyi was because of Sheyi is smiling to this minute. Next minute, she's frowning and using trying to look like he's kind of abusive. Then Adekunle is always throwing shade. Adekunle is always using every possible means to throw shade. That was the two reasons why he nominated them. And for the fact he saw the two people he nominated up, it means that people nominated through true emotions, because Adekunle has been throwing shade, as she said, and Perez and Sheyi gets his own. Then Ike too, that is up, gets his own. That the reason why she did not mention Ike service because she is friends with Ike. If not, Ike for day her lips also. You get? So that is how the diary session went, and she left bubbly, went to cook her food with Ike waiting at the door for her. So right now, I think I'm going to enjoy this triangle, how Mercy will be feeling with CeCe and Ike friendship. I hope CeCe doesn't give up on that friendship. We'll make we see how this thing will end last. Now who run? We go blame. Nobody should run for this drama that is brewing. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching, and do not forget to make use of the comment section the way you please. What do you feel about this housemate and a diary session? Let's talk in the comment section. Bye for now, babies, and thank you so much for watching. See you later.